1, 2, 3, 4. You know the rules, and so do I. I just wanna tell you how I feel. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try that again. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell you lies and desert you.
Hello there. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. I'm a musician in Canada. My name is Ryan, and welcome to my year-long project wherein I decide to really go for it and make music instead of getting a quote-unquote real job. So if this is your first time here, I'll give you a little bit of background on the project. I'm a musician. I grew up playing the drums. I was in a band. We went real hard for it for about 10 years. Then our band broke up. Then I moved to a different city, got a job at a performing arts school, a local nonprofit, and I started out teaching drum lessons. Then I became the front desk guy. Then I became the operations manager. Then I got laid off, and there were money problems, and it was supposed to just be for the summer, but then it became permanent, and so at least I had EI, that's employment insurance for any non-Canadians out there. So I had a little bit of money coming in. If I was in the UK, I'd call it being on the dole. And then that ran out, and then I got some work as a substitute teacher, and I did that until the end of the school year, and then that was done. And then the school where I used to work called me back in because they needed help. It was under new management, and I was going to be a part-time administrator doing computer work remotely when I can on my own schedule. Anyway, a couple of months ago, it became obvious that they needed a new executive director, and they asked me to do it. What's an executive director do? Well, among other things, you're looking at it. I'm grateful. It is definitely messing with my goal.
So I guess what we're getting into is planning for stuff that you didn't expect. In this case, I came up here to the jam space to do a drum lesson, and I discovered that Dan's snare and kick pedal and cymbals are not here. He took them for a recording session last week. We were going to have band practice this week with Jason's project, who you may recall from seeing us rehearse in this room. And anyway, we just couldn't get a night together, and so Dan's breakables have not returned, so I just canceled a lesson. So I'm not out $25, but I didn't make $25 that I would have, and I had to cancel last minute on those guys too, which is not my preference, but here we are. Okay, on to the next one.
Guys, I'd love to tell you more, but I got to go call the CRA. I got to get summer camps launched, and I have a gig I have to practice for. Tell you about it next week.